Hi everybody. King Tut and I are going to be reading a Japanese folktale called The Magic Tea Kettle. The beautiful pictures in this pop-up book are by Osamu Kiyosawa. Long ago lived a priest who liked to drink tea. One day he passed by a shop where the owner was polishing an old tea kettle. "Good afternoon," said the priest. "That's a very fine old tea kettle you have there." "Good afternoon, sir," said the shopkeeper. "Yes, it really is a good tea kettle, isn't it? I know how much you like to drink tea, so I will let you have it for a good price, if you want to buy it." "Thank you," said the priest. "I'll take it back to the temple right now and try it out. I'm sure it will make delicious tea." The priest carried the tea kettle back to the temple, where he filled it with water and put it on the fire to boil. As he sat waiting, he became very sleepy. His eyes closed, and soon his head began to nod. The fire grew hotter, and before long, the water in the tea kettle was steaming and bubbling. "Ouch! Ouch! It's too hot!" cried a little voice. The priest's helpers opened the sliding door. What was that funny voice? "Ouch! Ouch! It's too hot! It's too hot!" cried the little voice again. "Look, oh look," said one of the helpers. "The tea kettle has a tail." "The tea kettle is a badger!" cried the other helper. Wake up, sir!" cried the helpers to the priest. "The tea kettle you just bought has turned into a badger." The priest woke up in surprise to see his tea kettle running around the room. What's this?" "We'll catch him for you, sir," said his helpers. "There he goes! Get him!" "Wait!" cried the badger tea kettle. "Please, don't hurt me! I'm not doing anything wrong." "Ha ha! We caught him!" One of the helpers had indeed caught the badger tea kettle, but in the wink of an eye, the long tail, the four little legs, and the badger head disappeared. The helper was left, holding an ordinary tea kettle. "This tea kettle can only bring bad luck," said the priest. "I will give it to the junk man right away." The junk man took the tea kettle home and went to bed. In the middle of the night, he was awakened by a little voice. "Mr. Junkman! Mr. Junkman! Mr. Junkman, please wake up." "Eh?" said the junk man. "Who could that be? What? A talking tea kettle?" "Oh, Mr. Junkman, I'm not a tea kettle, really. I'm a badger." Badger?" said the junk man. "Yes, when I was out playing, some bad boys started to tease me. So I changed myself into a tea kettle. Then the boys took me and sold me to a shopkeeper." "You poor little thing," said the junk man. "You've had a hard time of it, haven't you?" "Thank you, Mr. Junk Man. You seem to be very kind-hearted. So I'm going to help you get rich." The junk man and the badger made a show. a show booth, and the junk man sat outside selling tickets. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. See the magic tea kettle perform its wonderful tightrope act. See a badger change himself into a tea kettle. See a tea kettle change itself into a badger. Never before has there been such a show. Step right up and buy your tickets here. Daddy, said a little boy, I want to see the magic tea kettle. Oh, Mother, can't we please go in? Begged a little girl. Step right up, sir. Step right up, madam. Buy your tickets here. When the booth was filled with people, the show began. First the badger changed himself into a tea kettle, and then he changed himself back into a badger. And finally, it was time for the most exciting act of all. The badger tea kettle put on his wooden sandals, and then, with an umbrella in one hand and a jar in the other, he started across the tightrope. The rope swayed back and forth, but the little tea kettle kept his balance. Bravo! Bravo! Cheered the crowd. Day after day, people came to see the magic tea kettle, and soon the junk man had become very rich. When the junk man had all the money he could use, he took the magic tea kettle back to the priest. Thanks to this tea kettle, I have become very rich, so I want to give you half of all the money I made. Why, that is most kind of you, said the priest. Also, the badger is very tired. Would you please let him stay in the temple? Of course, said the priest. I will take good care of him. And so the magic tea kettle was taken back into the temple, where he fell sound asleep. As time passed, he changed into a real tea kettle, and to this very day, he is still there. The end. I hope you enjoyed this pop-up book. It's a series of 4, and I hope you'll look at their other 3 pop-up books. Teddy was a very, very good listener today, and I want to thank Robert for filming, as usual. Thank you.